According to new reports, Tulsi Gabbard, Donald Trump's director of national intelligence, has really stepped in it, folks. Stepped in it in a way that has pissed off the rest of the Trump administration. Those working inside the White House, close advisors to Donald Trump, and even the heads of other cabinet departments. They're pissed off at Tulsi Gabbard over her recent decision to yank the security clearances of 37 high-ranking officials, and including, by the way, some staffers to Democratic lawmakers. And the problem here is that Tulsi Gabbard did this without Trump's permission or approval. And as you all know, in this administration, you can't do anything if Trump has not personally signed off on it. Hell, Pete Hegseth found that out not that long ago when he announced we're cutting off everything to Ukraine. Pissed Trump off. Pissed off the administration. They had to walk it back, which was humiliating for them. So you would think that somebody like Tulsi Gabbard, who is not intellectually stupid, would have learned from Hegseth's mistake, right? Like, okay, you don't do anything around here without Trump signing off on it. But no, she didn't. She didn't bother to give the list to Trump saying, here's 37 people, check yes or no. She just did it. And now she has created a massive headache for Donald Trump. It's hilarious because not only did she do this without Trump knowing, she ended up revoking the security clearances for some of the top advisors to the leader of the CIA, John Ratcliffe. That's how dumb she is. Listen to this from The Guardian. Tulsi Gabbard did not alert White House before revoking 37 security clearances. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, did not inform the White House that her office was revoking the security clearances of 37 people, including top deputies to the CIA director, John Ratcliffe, before it happened last month, according to 3 people familiar with the matter. The move caused consternation because it resulted in the White House not having an opportunity to closely vet the list before it became public, and there appeared to be no paper trail from the president directing the effort, the people said. As a result, officials only realized after the fact that Gabbard had managed to pull the security clearances of career CIA officials, at least one of whom was a top advisor to Ratcliffe and had worked on some of the U.S.'s most sensitive military operations. In other words, you didn't ask Daddy, and now Daddy's mad because all of Daddy's other kids are mad. You just did it, and apparently you didn't even vet the list. Like, that's what's so hilarious to me. I mean, I swear to God, we would already be in a full-blown Nazi dictatorship if Trump hadn't packed the cabinet with the dumbest people you've ever seen in your life. Okay? Now look, they've done so much damage to this country already. So much damage that even, 4 or 8 years of a Democrat after this is not going to be able to fix it all. Some of it is never going to be able to be fixed. But it would be 1,000 times worse if any of these people had half a working brain. I mean, speaking of brains, Kennedy. I mean, the guy admitted yeah, a worm ate part of my brain. Fantastic, dude. That's typically not something you should tell people. Unless you're explaining why you are the way you are. Pete Hegseth. Grotesquely incompetent. Marco Rubio. Dumb as a wall. Not even a good wall, like a reinforced... No, I'm talking about just drywall. You haven't even puttied over the screws yet. Linda McMahon, my God. We are dealing with the dumbest. Pam Bondi. The list is endless. So yes, things are horrible in this country right now. But they would be so much worse if any of these people were in the slightest bit competent. Thank God they're not. And in the meantime, they keep making stupid mistakes, pissing off other departments in the federal government, keeping everybody at each other's throats with the infighting. And as long as that happens, that's a good thing for America. Because yeah, it means we have a dysfunctional government, but a dysfunctional administration is far less likely to inflict the kind of damage they want to inflict if they're so busy fighting each other. If you've ever wondered how scammers get your phone number or why your inbox is flooded with spam, this is how they do it. Companies called data brokers sell your data to anyone willing to pay for it. They do it without your consent, and they make billions selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And while they're legally required to remove your info if you ask, they make the process confusing and hard on purpose. That's why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family and friends. They take care of the hard part by automatically removing your info from these sites and keeping it off. Aura is all-in-one digital security. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door open. You get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web. They provide real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking. They have 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure. They provide a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and so much more. And they have US-based support available around the clock if anything goes wrong. If anything does end up happening, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. And they have US fraud experts ready to help you 24/7. It's one app that provides every layer of protection. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable online, and you shouldn't either, and that's why I personally use Aura. Your personal data is collected by almost every single website you go to. Every shopping site you enter your information, it becomes the property of that company that then hands it to the brokers that then hand it to anyone. So protect yourself with Aura. Try it for yourself. You can go to aura.com/Farron to try 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to start scrubbing your personal info off these data broker sites without you lifting a finger.